Hey, I want to show off some cool stuff that's actually coming into Unity 6.3. By the looks of it, 6.3 is going to be the next LTS. So there's a major physics update for 2D stuff with a new debug system, new multi-threaded system, a way to create your own shapes for like colliders. Like I'm not just talking about like polygon collider where you drag out shapes. I mean, you can actually create your own custom components, and you can actually create like shape and options and stuff like that. And a lot more. Oh, and it works with you can mix like 2D physics along 3D. So like what I mean by that is like you actually like have top down, you can have like side to side, you can actually control which direction gravity is going from. And if you can actually have like 2D physics in a 3D world with 3D models going at different angles. So you can actually have a top down game with physics on the like side scrolling, so you can actually mix 2D and 3D physics using this new system, and using only the new 2D collider systems. So you won't be using like the 3D colliders, but you'll be able to have a 3D world with two separate axis physics simulations with the new system. It's really cool. Also a really cool debug system. But I wanted to just show you guys, by the way, Melvyn May is the one that made this video. Thank you very much, Melvyn. He's the I think he's the head of 2D development at Unity. He made this huge demo, and he's been making videos. He has like 20 videos. I'll drop a link to his channel, but yeah, he's actually head of Unity development for 2D physics, if I'm thinking correctly. But he has like a YouTube channel, and he literally has been sharing the update to the 2D physics systems on there. So that channel has so much stuff, but I want to show it off. So really fast performance. If you notice, we're getting like ridiculously fast performance and so forth. If I actually go to like, we have custom UI for debugging. This can, if I remember right, there's literally a Boolean option in the new 2D physics settings that allow the choosing the UI to debug in runtime and in build. So you can have this actually debug and build. So if you're like doing alphas and stuff and the player like gets stuck or something, you actually like see where it is. Really good like ragdoll physics and stuff. It's really nice. We got contact manifolds, determinism. So there's actually a way to do determinism. I really love the gear system. So here's an example of a custom collider. So this gear right here, this is one collider. This using the system to create like a custom collider. Melvyn actually made a custom gear collider. So like all these teeth and the circle itself is actually a single custom collider, and it's actually not that hard to create it. All colliders are just C# structs to prevent like garbage allocation. So it's really high performance and really good for memory allocation. But as you see, like there is a built-in chain shape, so like that chain shape is built in, and a few other things. You can actually choose like ignore, you can do joint ignoring and stuff, which imagine this. So like you have like a chandelier up here, and then you have like a swingy thing. The ignore joint, you can also use it where like a player can jump on the platform that's swinging from joint. Really good like scalability with ragdolling, so like a really good ragdoll system. I believe this is also one collider as well. Yes, this entire, if I remember right, I'll have to like double check in code, but if I remember right, like he created a custom like collider. It's literally just like ragdoll, so there is actually ragdoll shape. But there is really good spring physics. I might have made that a little too high, but yeah. So as you see here, like there's a motor system, there's a spring system, really good spring joints, soft body. Yeah, there's a built-in soft body system that allows you to set up stuff like this. Friction, you got user joints, wheel joints. You can control like bounciness, like really good, and it's really nice. Chain shape. Look how clean this is. So this is a chain. Let me actually disable like all the UI. So as you see, like this is a chain shape that's just made static, and look how accurate. Like the main thing is like it's really accurate on the stuff. The conveyor belt. So this is a built-in like a conveyor system that he was working on. Custom filtering. So if you notice, yeah, only green touches green, only red touches red, blue touches blue. So you can do some like really cool systems. Don't know what this one testing is. Oh yeah, this is such a cool thing. I love this the most. Okay, destructible, built-in destructibility. Built-in destructibility for colliders. Look how cool that is. Also, I'm just saying, yeah, there you can make a water tool, like a 2D water physics system out of this. Like there's straight up, like you can actually make like a water physics system out of this. So, okay, I zoomed it out and I regret that completely. Hold on. But yeah, so let's see what else. So friction, so as you see, you can do like really good friction control, modify, you can actually modify like the modifiable geometry scale, stuff like that. Rolling resistance for like angular damping, I guess, and angular friction. And what I really like about this, oh, look at that. Yes. If you ever played Worms 2D, yeah, okay, there's literally just a system in Unity now to make a Worms 2D destructible terrain game. And as you guys saw like earlier, you can actually just shoot and destroy it. Parallel simulations, and if you, I don't know if anybody's able to notice, like the performance is ridiculously good. Like I'm recording this at the same time, so like I'm recording this and so forth. Got card house, you can do double dominoes. Like there's a lot of nice little examples here. So it's really good for creating really high performance and really accurate stuff as well. So like I love the fact that you can just create like a custom like a collider and custom like gear and stuff. I was trying to see, there's one thing, maybe it's in here. Nope, maybe it's in oh, where is it? I was gonna show, oh wait, honestly, oh, large world, there it is. Wait, no, it's large world. Sorry, I always get confused by like the naming of this one. Yeah, he just literally made, so because you can create your own like shapes and create your own components, like collider types, like if this should be like one collider, yeah, you can just make your own, you can literally just make your own car collider. Do note, if you notice, they're like the wheels are rotating, well, not the top part. So whenever you make your own like custom colliders, you basically have it's a C# struct, there's like a physics body and a physics shape. You can have like multiple physics shapes on one physics body, and you can actually add velocity and so forth individually to each physics shape inside the physics body. So you can add the velocity to the wheels, like rotational and rotational velocity and so forth, or sorry, well, technically angular velocity and stuff like that, and not affect like the other pieces of collider while it being one full collider. So you can literally do like really good wall or like car colliding, stuff like that. And like you can get like, I can get this like very high for like collision and so forth. And it's really good. Let's see, there was one that was actually really good. I don't know. But you can set up sub steps, so you can do like sub step between each frame. That way, if you want to make sure you're not like going to fall through the ground or so forth, you can. You obviously can choose worm start and stuff like that. Yeah, let's do explosion. So, and I love that there's circle cast explosions. So like there's like ways to add impulses and velocity inside of like casting. I mean, you could do it before, but it wasn't as straightforward. I was going to see a huge debug system. For anybody wondering, inside of Physics 2D project settings, there's now a low-level setting. You actually can go here and you can actually set any assets, so you can actually set different assets. So like maybe you want like low gravity or high gravity or something like that. Oh yeah, huge thing. 64 layers, no longer stuck to 32. And this is separate from your game object layers. So this is not the same as your game object layers. So if I actually go here, you'll see that it has the same like layer and stuff, but you can actually separate this. So like if I actually like go here, I can actually do like a player test, and then if I actually go here, I can do like a vehicle and so forth. And I can actually use these layers instead of just the game object layers. So if you notice, right here, I actually, let me do properties, make this a little bit easier for you guys to see. There you go. I'm going to leave that. So if you notice here, I added a, let's actually call this enemy 1. That way it doesn't have naming collision with another declared layer. So if you notice, I'm still within the normal like game object layer limit, but you don't see enemy 1 here. So these are actually separate from these. So now physics and rendering and 2D physics is actually completely separatable. At the current moment though, just note, this is low-level physics. So you're going to be doing, like you can create your own components and then reuse them. Like you can literally create your own like mono behavior and set up your own like type of like car collider, stuff like that, and then reuse it. And there are some pre-made stuff, but just at the current moment, the low-level physics does not interact with the old colliders. So like if I do like box collider here, box collider 2D, this will not interact with like the low-level stuff. So if I actually like just click play here, and okay, maybe that wasn't like the best spot to place it. We're gonna just do this. Just show, you'll notice that like nothing, like this is not interacting with anything at all. So just heads up, keep that in mind. The old components are not currently using the new system. So you don't have to use the new system if you don't want to, but Melvyn did say that they're going to update behind the scenes sooner or later the old components to use the new system, because new system is higher performance, more accurate. It's a lot more stable. Like the results is a lot more accurate and determinate, like determinism based. So if you like you don't go for a wall one time, you're normally safe on saying, okay, I'm never going to go for that wall at the same speed. So it has better collision detection, has better raycasting, has better velocity and physics solvers. So like if you're clipping into something, the solving is better. Like to say, hey, I shouldn't clip into this. I should reposition myself this way. So far it's a lot more accurate, faster. It's just overall improvement. It's just like for people that aren't used to using like box 2D like structs, even though like Unity's old 2D system was built off of box 2D, this entire system is built on a new version of box 2D. And for anybody that's not used to like just coding box 2D, the low level stuff may be a little confusing at first, because instead of like adding a custom or like adding like built-in colliders and stuff, there are some like built-in stuff. By the way, if anybody's ever looking for components, it's literally under low level. So like you have your like joints and stuff under here under low level. But for the most part, you actually create like a scene body in a scene world, and you work with that. And then you actually like add your components. You would create a reusable component in a custom mono behavior, and then that would be what you would add to your game objects instead of just adding a pre-made component. But it's nice. Can't remember, I don't know if I've already said this too, but like inside of the physics low level 2D, by the way, you can set like your default, like this is the default value, so you can actually set like default values for like world definitions, so like gravity, how many simulation steps there are. As you see, you could do like, you could change the base transform plane, and you can have multiple of these world stuff. So like you can literally have multiple like transform planes in one scene. Contact filter complex, stuff like that is nice. You have, like I said, built-in really huge debug system, and there is an option to let the build system draw and build. So like if you're actually playing alpha test that you're planning to give the players, or beta test, you can actually turn on the like draw and build thing, and you can actually like just have that inside like the debug menu in game, and you can actually use that to debug where issues might be in your game, which is really nice. There's honestly a lot I could show here. There's honestly too much. Trying to think, there was try to remember, there was one other thing I was going to show you, but I honestly do not remember what it was. I'm going to actually do, not since I'm actually working and and actually getting stuff inside Unity stable for Unity 6.2, and also testing out stuff. I'll be actually making proper tutorials, such as a UI tutorial. I do have that UI toolkit tutorial that I've talked about before. But I'll be adding some low-level 2D stuff. Sorry, I haven't been able to do like the tutorials earlier. I was waiting for Unity to fix a bug. It wasn't fixed until like the beta before stable release. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just wait for a stable release for tutorials. That way there will be no like outdated API or anything. But tutorials will be coming, and I'll also do custom tutorials for like how to do water physics with this. I'm currently in my actual game that I'm actually working on. I'm currently using I've been waiting for this for a long time. I'm actually currently testing out environmental interactions like freezing water, making it like growing ice pillars for magic spells, for physics collision, stuff like that. So I'm actually going to be using this for a real world commercial project. It's going to be fun rewriting some of the stuff, like some of the physics code, but that's okay. There's a lot of documentation on this, and I do mean like Unity has documented, well, Melvyn has documented the crap out of this. There's already a lot there. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point. This was kind of just to show like, hey, if for anybody who hasn't seen it, there is a new 2D physics system. It's time for me to start releasing actual tutorials. You'll start seeing tutorials on channel and like within the next couple of days, maybe even today. I might even have the first UI toolkit video today. I just want to make sure that nothing has changed and that all the bugs are fixed. I also do have UI toolkit shader videos because Unity did officially add the UI toolkit shader support now, and other things. So I do have a lot of UI toolkit stuff like X-ray visor, scan visor, and dead space style systems coming. But anyways, I think I'm gonna stop the video here. I kind of just want to show this off. I was really happy about this. I've been waiting for this for like 8 months. I knew about this like 8 months ago when I first saw, because Unity dev team has been like showing off like videos with community for a long time now. So I'm super excited that it's finally here. Anyways, thank you guys for joining. I'll share links to like documentation, tutorials, and sample projects, because this project I have right here is a sample project that Unity's Melvyn May has created for everyone to go through and so forth. But anyways, take it easy, everyone. Hope you guys look forward to all the new stuff.